Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I help folks create a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, and if you like to start something going on online and take advantage of this gig economy, drop the word me in the comments and I will get back with you after this live. What is going on? welcome. As you're joining me live, let me know where you are tuning in from. That would be kind of fun. I myself am from Southern California, and it's kind of chilly tonight. I'm not gonna fuss about it. It's a little chilly to put a little something on. So we are live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you're not following me, hit that follow. Let's go. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Tonight I have a very interesting one for you tonight. Thank you for the loves. I appreciate you, Armand. Uh, what is happening? So I have an interesting one for you tonight. You'll find this one interesting, or you completely just be like turned off, So I titled this Depression, Network Marketing, and Chicken Soup. I appreciate the follow. I'll be sure to follow back. And what they have in common. And you'd be thinking, what in the world? Depression, network marketing, and chicken soup. Yeah, I have no idea how they could all come together under one roof, right? Let me tell you a little story. When I was a kid, I remember my dad's sister, my aunt. She would prepare this. We call it in Farsi. We call it osh. It's a form of a soup, but it's got vegetables in it. And this particular osh or soup is it's called the turnip osh, oshe shalgam, right? And I tell you what, it is one of my absolute least favorite things on this planet Earth. Okay, ever since I was a kid, I I'm a cancer survivor, and there's a reason why I tell you that. I actually turned two in the hospital, so I had it very early. So at a very early age, I was very cold prone, and I would get colds very often, flus. I think that's what I've heard. I would get cold because they would wrap me up in so much because they had told me to keep them warm, So I would be eating soup and stuff like that often. We had it in our home often, and I just cannot stand it. I'm telling you right now, like chicken soup is my absolute like I can't. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Um, any kind of a soup that's got meat in it or chicken in it, um, yeah, no, I'm away. But there are a couple of soups that I really like, absolutely love, and one of them is barley soup. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's with heavy cream and barley, and it's so good. So the point I'm trying to make with chicken soup is most likely when you and I are sick and we gotta eat that chicken soup, it's like the last thing we want to have, right? It's like the who wants to eat chicken soup when they're sick, like on purpose? Now I know it's good for you, but right. So you're like, I don't really feel like eating chicken soup, especially when I'm sick, right? So nobody really wants to eat the food that's really good for you at the time when you're unhealthy, right? When you got the flu and they tell you to eat this or that, it's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to eat it. When you, and I've experienced that, right? The whole chicken soup thing. When you get into talks about depression, and there's the different, levels of it. I mean, we've seen people of fame because of depression commit suicide. So it's not always related to wealth and poverty, right? But when you're in depression and you're dealing with depression, when you hear that, hey, you got to get up, you got to exercise, you got to wake up early, you got to hang around the right people, you got to do this, you got to do that, you're like, it's like the last thing I want to do. It's like you're reading from the bottom up, right? From the things that who can we relate with this? Drop a one in the comments if you can relate with this. So you're like, listen, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I don't want to wake up early. I don't want to be active. I don't feel like eating. I don't feel like talking to people. I don't. Why do I know that? Is because I've gone through that pretty bad, right? So when yes, Denise, hey, thank you. I see you. I see you. So when you're dealing with that, it's like you know like who wants to go through all that? That sounds exhausting. Like that sounds so exhausting, right? Sounds like you want me to climb a mountain. What in the? What are you talking about? It says your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Region violates. What? What are you talking about? What is up with TikTok, man? Oh my goodness. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. I don't know what just happened. TikTok just okay. So it's like you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to like be active and stuff. Now, when you're down on your you do. It's like um when you're going through a rough time, right? Financially, or maybe your job laid you off, or maybe you got demoted, right? Maybe they cut off your pay, but they kept you on. It's kind of a pre layoff plan. They'll cut your pay a little bit. They're like, oh, we'll keep you, and then they'll get rid of you. Um, so maybe you've experienced that, or maybe just the things that have been so expensive, and um, the pay doesn't pay for all the expenses. Maybe you're in that situation, right? In that situation, when people tell you, hey, you may want to look at some other avenues, some other ways you can do stuff online, or you can maybe start a side gig from home, you know, or maybe you could do this, or maybe you could do that. That's like the last thing you want to hear. You don't want to hear I got to do extra work and not even know that I'm going to get paid. Like that's the last thing you want to hear. That is not what you. In fact, you're not even open to taking a look at anything else. Who can relate with this? Drop a two in the comments if you can agree. Because suffer from extreme depression, IID, current topic 100% long term, no interest. I'm not sure if I follow. If you want to send me a private message, Andrew, we can talk about it. I'm not really sure if I follow your comment. So it's like, who wants to have the chicken soup when they're sick? Who wants to do active stuff when they are depressed? And who wants to add a side gig when the main gig doesn't pay for everything? The answer is most likely not a whole heck of a lot of people on all three. The funny thing is, these three have nothing to do with each other, right? They just literally have nothing to do with each other. And yet they have everything to do with each other. The remedy for that cold, that flu, is that homemade chicken soup, right? The remedy for depression is not popping more pills. Is what? Is getting up, being more active, getting up early, pushing through it. Listen to a podcast, read books. If you're into it, read the Bible, pray. That's the remedy. And the remedy for, hey, having some extra income, meeting the needs, is not you going getting a second job. Because it was a job situation, the first one should have paid for it. I come from 38 jobs in 10 industries. So I feel like I could talk about that, right? So nobody wants to do that. But that's the remedy. The remedy is to eat the chicken soup, to be active, to pray, and to have a side gig. Now, the kicker is nobody wants to do it, yet that's the answer. Those who actually pick up that call and answer and take that answer on, we've seen over and over and over the success stories that they talk about. So I am not sure who needs to hear this. And I'm not sure where you are in your stage of your life. I don't know if you have the flu. I don't know if you're down on your luck, which I don't believe in luck. If you're down on your abundance, if you would, or if you're just really down on yourself. I'm not sure where you are. But the remedy, and I'm talking to myself, I always say I'm a work in progress. So the remedy is exactly what we really don't want to do. It's really true, isn't it? It's really true. You know, that thing you don't want to do, in the really back of your mind and heart, there's that little voice of you saying, you know this is what you got to do. Who can relate with that? Drop a 3 in the comments if you can relate with that. Right? So I'm asking you, myself included, hey, maybe we got to take the remedy and run with it. The sooner we do that, the sooner things will change, right? The sooner you drink or eat the chicken soup, the sooner that flu may go away. The sooner we get active, pray, get up early, surround ourselves with good people, read good books, listen to good podcasts, chances are the sooner we'll get out of the depression. And the sooner we take a look at this whole variety of side gigs in this whole side gig economy, the sooner we take a look at that, and the sooner we take action, like do something about it, not just look and just like, right? You look, you take action, you decide. The sooner we do that, possibility is the sooner you'll have some extra cash, the sooner you can wipe out some debt, especially from Christmas, I talk to people and they say, I'm still broke from Christmas. That's a whole other life. But I'm encouraging you to do that. The sooner you take the remedy. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback. Let me know what you think. And I'm Sean Azimi, and what I do, I help folks like you, like me, to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. So, if that is you, if you want to take a look, if you're open to taking a look, drop the word me in the comments, and I will get back with you after this live. I appreciate you guys. If you're not following me, let's go. Follow me on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't know what TikTok is. TikTok is playing games with me. I don't know. I've been doing, on January 1st, it was 6th year that I've been doing lives in a row. So as soon as TikTok gave me the green light to go live, I've been going live, and it's been more than a year, probably a year and a half with TikTok. And I don't know why they trip up. They mute my live. It's like my own live. It's my own voice. They mute my stuff. They interrupt it. So I don't know. I've heard that on the 18th or 19th of January, TikTok is going to get banned in the U.S. Then I heard a U.S. company is going to buy it. Then I heard the TikTok CEO say, "Oh no, I'm taking the Supreme Court." Then I hear President Trump talk about it. I don't know what's going to happen. So if you like my content and if you like my stuff, I highly encourage you to follow me on other channels as well. I go with Side Gig Sean everywhere. If there may be some fake ones out there, but it's just one account. Carolyn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you all. Follow back. And so with that, again, I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks like you, like me, to create a side gig online and use social media to grow it. So if that's you, drop the word me in the comments. I'll get back with you right after this live. I appreciate all the loves and the likes. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.